Hi everyone, welcome back to the channel. Today I will be looking at some BrickLink Designer Program sets for Series 8. So the deadline for this was at the end of April, and I had a submission prepared, but ultimately I did not have it ready right in time for the deadline, so unfortunately you will not see my design here. But there's still several amazing designs by several designers, some new and some old, and so congratulations to everybody who submitted. Now I'll give you my top 5 picks, as well as some honorable mentions, as well as my predictions, as usual. I've been doing these videos for a while now. So for my top 5, I have the Race Bike on Indoor Trainer by Bilge Kagan. I am a cyclist myself, and I do like to see bikes in LEGO. We have seen one in LEGO Ideas, but according to the creator, this one would be more realistic, and it's actually a functioning bike. So very exciting model right there, and I like the fat tires. Yeah, it just looks so proper, and I can't wait to build this without the instructions as an official LEGO set. So very, very nice submission right there. Next up, we have the Ancient Bazaar. And there's so many good things about this submission, but I do like the use of the tiles from the Fountain Garden. So that's a plus. I like the shaping, I like the color scheme, I like the goat. Lots and lots of good things in this submission. Yeah, you see all those tiles. It is open back, so that is a negative, but I do think that the positives far outweigh that. You have a snake charmer, you have this ladder, this looks like a library. So overall, quite a nice submission, and you can very easily modify it to make it fully enclosed if you want to. Lots of nice part usage, and again, we have a goat here, and that's definitely something that sways me in its favor. Next up, we have the Vintage Space Shadow Box, and this has got to be one of the best ideas I've ever seen in my life. We have a Lego box with the Lego box art made out of Lego, and you can swap it between Blacktron and Futron. Genius idea, wonderful execution by Minifig in Space. I really hope this wins the prize and becomes an official Lego set. I can't wait to build this set. Yeah, this is just amazing. So go vote for this one. Click heart. I love it because this is amazing. Next up, we have the Capsule Tower Hotel by Wizajo1. Hopefully I'm saying that right. It's quite an impressive structure with lots of minifigures as well, and it comes apart in various ways. So here's an overall view, and it's not modular building compatible, but I think you can fit it on a modular building if you want to. I like the text in Japanese written there, so it's quite proper. Using brick-built characters, it's the first time I've seen this. So yeah, lots of good stuff here. Oh, look at those modules, the way they open. That's just amazing. So again, very nice submission, very successful in my opinion, and I hope that this becomes an actual LEGO set sometime at the end of 2026. Moving on, we have the Gothic Movie Theater, and this is just amazing to me, the way we have all these different colors and shapes, all the nice part usages to create this very beautiful facade. I know LEGO created a theater in 2013, the Palace Cinema, but this is on a completely different level, with no disrespect to LEGO and the original designers back at the time. This is like just on a completely different level. Like if LEGO were to make a Palace Cinema today, maybe it would look like this. You have brick-built lettering, you have these transparent pieces at the top, lots and lots of small little details. You have a vintage car as well with nice part usage of its own. The minifigures are dressed for the part, so lots and lots of good stuff here. And this does hinge open, so it is fully enclosed, but you can open it as you see here to see the theater, and this has a lot more seats compared to the original LEGO set. And we see here a movie in black and white, also brick-built. So on Tiago Caterino's grave, and we have here Tiago Caterino's grave, so that's pretty funny to see as well. That's a reference to one of the LEGO designers. And apparently the roof is transparent, so we can see the minifigures from up top. There's a closer look at the car. Yeah, another amazing submission by G and Brick 1331. So congrats to these 5 creators. I think I didn't say the name of the creator of the Ancient Bazaar, who is MGI Barian or MGibarian. I don't know how to pronounce that, but either way, congratulations to all 5. If I had to choose, these would be my top 5. Now I'll talk about my honorable mentions and stick around to the end of the video so you can see my predictions for which sets will actually become the LEGO sets that will be produced for this series. So for honorable mentions, I have Bricksterdam. This is a nice submission, lots of cool stuff here, and the unique thing about this submission is that we have a leaning building. I have not seen this before, and it looks to be done really well, and I like the half minifigure that is drowning in the water. That's a nice touch also. So, cool submission right there. We have the Clock Tower by King Creations. Now, King Creations has done many other submissions in the past, including successful submissions, and this one reminds me of the University of Science. It's like just a tower on its own, and it has a cool mechanism where you turn the gear and the clock actually turns. I like the way that this clock was done as well, so very nice part usage right there. We have the 3+1 axis manipulable jet plane with shifting wings. This, I did not really understand it by just looking at the pictures, but luckily the creator had a video. So it's something that you're going to grab with your hand, or 2 hands, and you can make some adjustments. Oh, wow. I've seen this before, but still wow. Like the way you completely control the plane from a distance using only 1 hand. This is impressive to me. Yeah. I have never seen any LEGO creation like this before in my life. And I think that this definitely deserves to become an official LEGO set. Yeah, I would say if this does not make it this time, add a few minifigures and maybe turn it into like an amusement ride, something less with military connotations and more of the amusement variety. I think that way it would succeed even more. But very, very good design work by the designer right here. yeah, this must have taken a lot of effort to make, and I really respect that. Moving on, we have this Aviation Days Zeppelin submission. It's just big. It's a massive Zeppelin. Like if you were to hold this in your hand, you would need both hands, and still it would be too large. This is probably larger than many LEGO Star Wars Ultimate Collector Series sets, such as the one that I'm building now live every night from 7 p.m. onwards Eastern Time. So yeah, I had to plug that in there. But basically this is a massive, massive thing, and kudos to the designer for taking the time to build this thing digitally, and I hope that they actually build this in real life, because I would like to see this in real life. Moving on, we have the Glockenspiel, which is a functional Glockenspiel. I have no idea what that is, but the designer claims that this thing actually works and can play music. I would like to see that. Unfortunately, there is no video where we can hear this creation, so we will have to take the creator's word for it, or hopefully they come up with a video later. But still, I like the idea. Moving on, we have the Flame Tourer. This is a really nice truck, and I selected this set just because of the shaping of the flames along the truck, so that's very nice. So this trailer is very well done, completely brick built using just standard LEGO pieces. There's no stickers here, and this just looks amazing. Also, I love the use of the, I believe these are roller skate pieces used at the front with the grill, so that's very nice as well. Moving on, we have this reference to Rock Raiders, the granite grinder. This is an obvious reference, and I like the way that they use these parts to kind of give that impression. I'm sure R.R. Slugger would be all over this submission. Next up, we have the Lunar Cargo Train. I like space, I like trains, so this totally makes sense for me. Good stuff here. I like the submission, and you see here this flyer can actually be expanded to turn into a small spaceship, and then it can be folded to fit into the train, so that's pretty cute. Next up, we have the Medieval Cathedral, and I like the stained glass on this one. And I also like the fact that LEGO allowed it in the first place, because for a while they were saying nothing that has anything to do with religion, not even a little bit, but I think that was very, very restrictive on their part, so I'm happy that they're allowing submissions such as this one. Yeah, this is a beautiful submission. Next up, we have Room, which is called Room by BrickLink, and I like all the references to various LEGO themes, like LEGO City, First LEGO League. This might be Speed Champions unofficially. It's just a guy with lots of LEGO stuff in his room, and I can totally relate to that, so very, very nice to see. Yeah, some instructions. I actually built this set without the instructions, the LEGO City set. LEGO parts as well. Yeah, this is just so cute. Although some of these decorations are going to be stickers, unfortunately. Moving on, we have a steam-powered dragon by NS6. So this looks like something out of Ninjago Season 6, if they went in that direction with the steampunk vibe. And maybe we could see something like this in Ninjago in the future. So it's a cool dragon. I hope that the mechanisms actually work, because I see a bunch of gears here, but I don't know if are they just purely decorative or are they functional. These, I guess, are purely decorative, the ones at the top, because they're not attached to anything, but some of these other gears might be functional, and I hope that you're able to like spin something and make the dragon actually do something, or make the chimney go up and down. So that looks pretty cool. Next up, we have Milkweed and the Monarchs. You basically have a caterpillar. You basically have a caterpillar that turns into a butterfly, and I like the nice part usage right here. Very cool stuff. The underside is not as good, but it's still okay. And I appreciate the effort that the designer put into this. Moving on, we have the Victorian house. I like it because it's a fully enclosed house done in teal, which is my favorite color in LEGO. So lots of things to love about this house, and I would like to put this next to the bookshop. This is suitable for a more rural setting, but it looks nice. I really like it. And the roof kind of reminds me a little bit of the Tudor corner, just with less colors, but still the same, kind of the same vibe. The whale calf. I like this set for its simplicity, minimal color usage. This one would look very impressive on display, and you have a minifigure here that gives a sense of scale, which is very important in my opinion. So lots of cool stuff here. It's basic, but in a good way. I like the simplicity, and I like how the colors go from white to aqua, blue, and various shades. It just makes so much sense to me. And you can also hang it on a wall. So yeah, nice submission right there. Next up, we have the white library. I don't know why it's white, but it does look good. I like the architectural features. It's minimalistic, and I think that can be a good thing, although I would have added a bit more foliage just to make it pop out a bit more. The interior looks very nice, very cozy. Lots of books, and this reminds me of the gift with purchase from last year, the Ideas gift with purchase. And this can be displayed either open or closed, so that's a plus for this submission as well. I just wish there was a little bit more foliage and stuff around the front to give it a bit more personality, but it's nice as it is. World in a Brick is something that reminds me of one of those LEGO Minecraft sets from last year, the one with all the biomes. It kind of gives the same vibe. And basically here you have inside a LEGO brick all these different environments, so either a city or the Arctic or the ocean or a jungle. So quite an interesting selection of different environments, so that's pretty cool. Here's a closer look at the minifigures. And then finally, the world physical map. Now, this designer, Atlas Kwok, submitted multiple designs similar to this one for the world, North America, various US states, and so on, but they all have the same idea of elevation maps in different colors, and this does remind me of one of the official LEGO sets that we got a few years ago, but it does look different, and I appreciate the thought that was put into it. Although, maybe we could get like a minifigure or something just to bring more life to this set, but it doesn't really need a minifigure. That's just a bonus. So yeah, those are the honorable mentions, and again, congratulations to all the designers that worked very hard on these submissions. And then now, drumroll please, my predictions. So we have, first of all, the Mushroom Haven by Jonas Kram. Now this designer has already submitted successfully previous submissions in the same subtheme, so I think this submission will go through as well. I really like the brick built frog. I think the mushrooms could stand to have a bit more contrast. Like I really like the mushroom house that was red and white. This is more nougat and white, so it doesn't have that same contrast as before. But it still looks nice, and I like the nice part usage here of the garage doors and transparent clear for the dragonfly. So still lots of good things here, and I do think that this will make it as an official LEGO set. Next up we have Hanwas, and this is also part of a series. This designer has created other sets before that were turned into actual LEGO sets through the BrickLink designer program, and so now this is a continuation in that same series. This does look nice. It is open back, unfortunately, but most of the other submissions in the series were also open back, so that's not a shock, if I'm being honest, but still, there's lots of good stuff here, and I like how this designer tells lots of stories. It's not just a bunch of pieces put together, there's real stories to be told here, and if you scroll down, read the description, you'll get all the details. I won't spoil it for you right now. Next up we have the University of Science, and one thing we have learned in recent BDP results is that sometimes resubmissions can make it through. So a designer submits a set, and it does not get approved, but then it gets approved when they resubmit it, maybe with some improvements and modifications. I think that eventually this will become a LEGO set. King Creations has successfully submitted to the BrickLink designer program before, and this might be their best work. It's just massive. I love the exterior, I love the shaping, I love the color scheme. It just makes sense to me, and it can be displayed either open or closed, which is very important to me personally. So there's lots of good here, and I like the subject material as well. I like universities and institutions of higher learning and education, so this checks all the boxes for me. It has some nice minifigures as well. A little display of the planets, reminds me of the LEGO Technic set that I also built without the instructions earlier. Library, some chemistry. Yeah, I like everything that I see here. I don't really see anything that I don't like, so I really hope that this makes it into an actual LEGO set, and I think it will. Next up we have the Gilded Island Keep. This is like a castle, but done in a different color scheme, and I really like the nougat, the purple, the gold. It's something different, but it also can make sense within your castle layout. It can be displayed enclosed or open, so it has hinges where you can open the different components, so that's pretty cool. Yeah, very good stuff here. And here's another image showing the modularity of it. Yeah, really good stuff here. I really like the color scheme. This is not something that I've seen before. I've seen many castles in the BDP, but I've not seen this color scheme used before to such great success. So this is a good submission, and I think it will become an official LEGO set. My final prediction is Die Mule, I'm hoping I'm saying that right, by Bricking Pepe, and this one is going to come out at the time when the Medieval Town Square is expected to retire, so we will not have a medieval set of that type on store shelves at that time. And so for people who want something similar, well, they're going to have to get this set. It's done really nicely. I like all the designs, the color scheme, these upper walls with like the curved pieces in brown. The brown and white really works well in that Tudor kind of style. The thatched roof as well. We have a functioning, not windmill, but a functioning mill, I guess, where you put, according to the designer, you put some studs or you put some tiles, and they actually go through the system and out on the other side. So that's pretty cool. And the whole thing hinges in multiple ways, so you can make this thing appear a lot larger than it actually is if you hinge it open in this way. So that was a very smart design choice by the designer. Here's some labels. Oh yeah, this is a water wheel. And yeah, good stuff all around. Now, usually with these videos, I do some editing. I take out whenever I say something wrong, I cut it up and polish it. But tonight I can't do that because I have a live build of the LEGO Star Wars Ultimate Collector series Jango Fett Starship. So basically I'm going to rush to prepare for that. So I'm just going to take the audio as it is with all the mistakes and just speed it up a little bit and post it to YouTube ASAP, because these kind of videos, the reaction videos and news videos, they need to be posted very soon. So sorry in advance for any minor inconvenience in that respect. So yeah, those are my thoughts on the BrickLink designer program. What do you think? Let me know in the comments down below. Did you design any of these sets? Did you have any plans to design something but you ran out of time like me? Let me know in the comments down below. Best of luck to the people who submitted this time, and best of luck to the people who are preparing to submit next time in August or September. I'm not quite sure what the date is, but make sure you're aware of it. So yeah, thanks so much for tuning in, and I'll see you all later. Bye for now.